What's up, everybody? It's 1 a.m. In the last like 10 videos, I think I've said like I'm gonna start recording at like a time that's not like 1 a.m. But bro, my brain is so fried. Like, I don't know about many of the people watching this video. Well, low-key, I think, no, I'm retarded. What am I trying to say? Holy shit. I feel like in general, my like YouTube people who watch these videos, they have like a pretty high rate of success in like ecom. Like, if you stick for something long enough, you're gonna succeed. It's just how it works, especially with something that just requires skill and not necessarily like physical things. Like, other than like basketball and football, like if you just like stick at something for long enough, you're gonna go pro in it. Like in business, I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. So like I feel like, what am I trying to talk about? Wow, I'm losing it. Anyways, yeah, I think that people that watch this channel have like a high success rate in ecom, or will have one because they've just been doing it for so long, and like you're destined to succeed if you just do it every day and show up. There really aren't any shortcuts to success. Everybody wants to know, like, I remember when I started, I was like, what's like the shortcut to like becoming a millionaire in dropshipping? And just like, there is none. Like, the shortcut is figuring out that there is no shortcut. Like, and that it's going to be a long game, and that like this suffering is never going to end. It's always going to be there. It's just going to be a different form of suffering, it's just how it is with business. And yeah, anyways, it's like 1. I'm at my boy's house right now in North Carolina. Probably going to head home tomorrow, back to home base for however long I'm there before I potentially move to Croatia. I have to figure that out. I need some stars to align, and right now the stars aren't really aligning, to be honest. And honestly, I should be more willing to like talk about the journey. I've been kind of scared to talk about it recently, just because like I feel like there's some people on Twitter that just kind of want to see me fail, and I'm kind of in my head about that. So I'm at least like that. I'm happy that I'm at least honest about that, and that's been bugging me a little bit recently. But yeah, it shouldn't bug me, because at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna succeed, and I want people to watch these videos in the future and like kind of be like, wow, like he really filmed all of it. So yeah, has it been two sunshines and rainbows over here recently? Kind of been seeing a drop off in ROAS, like a big one, and extremely high CPAs and everything. And we have branded inventory. It kind of sucks when you have to go through all this inventory when you're like not at the most profitable margin, or even profitable on some days, right? So really trying to figure that out. The niche that I'm in for this specific product is just so competitive, and you can't really create better ads that get a better CPC. And I know that sounds silly, like I know, but this is coming from someone who has had $5 CPMs, and I've had $200 CPMs. I've had $30 cost per click products, and I've had now $9 cost per click products. And it isn't like my ads only got better. My ads had worse cost per click when had like a 30-cent cost per click in December, or in January. Some products in February had a 50-cent cost per click, but this current one has a really high one. It can be $4, it can be $9, whatever. And it really depends. There's two things your CPMs are pretty much dictated by, and it's like the quality of content, but also the market that you're in. The specific product that I sell, like, people really only profit on the back end of it when they move into like a really well established brand, and they can move into some MRR, and they can move into some SKU upsells and everything. And on the front end, like, they aren't really profitable. That's why they're able to tank these extremely high cost per clicks, because they know on the back end there's going to be repeat customers. People are going to continue coming back to their brand, and have multiple $100 LTVs. Whereas with mine, like, the LTV of my customer is like probably just what the AOV is, honestly, right? Like, it's uncommon that people are doing repeat purchases on my store. Sure, we get them, but like, it's not common. And so I've realized kind of recently, like, a lot of brands don't really profit on the front end. Like, drop shipping stores do, but brands don't. Because when you get to that level of scale, just CPAs gradually increase. That's just what happens. Unless you hit the viral coefficient of 1 or more, which basically means on average, you tell someone, like, if you have a viral coefficient of 1.1, that means that on average, the average person tells 1.1 other people this product or this thing. Like think about ChatGPT when it came out. That probably had a viral coefficient of 4 or 5 or 6. Like on average, how many people did you tell ChatGPT about, right? So if you on average told 4 people and the average person told 4 people, then it's only it's only an amount of time until it's super viral and like everybody in the world knows it. And so it's the same concept with like, I guess, like the brand and creating a profitable front end in my specific niche requires a viral coefficient of 1 or more. And we've seen it, like we're trying to replicate that with our product and hitting that organically as well. But you know, it's easier to say than to do things, of course. But yeah, that's the only way I really see a front end profit on it, other than like testing media buying strategies, which is stupid, like shiny object syndrome. But you know, to get inventory out, you know, it could be possible. But yeah, guys, that's where I'm at, and I'll see you guys later. Get some good sleep. Peace out.